What's going on out there, YouTubers and all subsequent social media likers? Welcome to an all-new video. In this video, we're going to be talking about and reviewing a new movie that is a Best Picture nom, and that is available on Apple TV. So we're going to get right into that. Before we do that, make sure you hit that subscribe button so don't miss out on this video and the other videos I put up. As always, people, if you enjoy my content here on YouTube, you should definitely check out my other social media platforms such as Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, where I pretty much post on a daily or weekly basis, so definitely check that out too. As always, people, let's get right into this! Welcome one and all to an all-new video. So like I was saying before, we were talking about a Best Picture nomination film that is on Apple TV and is a great comedy drama film that actually really was amazing and definitely deserves this Best Picture nom. And that, of course, is the film called CODA. Yeah, CODA. Yeah, CODA. Yeah, so CODA, which is an acronym for Children of Deaf Adults, is actually basically a sign language film almost, because it's about adult people that are deaf that has a child that can hear. And it's just a very interesting film. And I was really impressed with everything about this film, simply the fact that it had great editing, great writing, great acting by all involved, and just a great sense of humor too as well. That was just really well-rounded throughout the whole film. Now, this film is none other directed by a person that's been around for a little while. She's done a few other things, and, this is kind of her big first break, though. This is really her big major film. It's like getting her name out there. And that, of course, is the director known as Sian Heder. Yeah, Sian Heder. Yeah, if I'm not saying the first name right, I'm very sorry, but Heder is an amazing director. I'm really impressed by what she can do, and I thought she did a really fantastic with this film. I liked her directing. I liked how she flowed the film. I liked how she put it together, and just everything she directed in the film just made it really enjoyable and very entertaining throughout. And the whole premise of the film being, about people that are sign language, that, because they're deaf, and showing the sign language throughout the film, it was really interesting because you got to see all the different kind of sign language, actual, signs and all that kind of stuff. And I thought that she directed that so beautifully and really made it so it wasn't, boring, and actually found it entertaining. And the humor in the film was just really well conceived in the film, and I thought that Sienna did a good job of bringing that all together. But actually, another film she directed, which I have not seen, but I've heard a lot of good things about the film, and it has a amazing cast in the film, is a film called Tallulah. Yeah, Tallulah. Yeah, Tallulah, which is a kind of a drama film too as well, comedy drama, and it's got a huge cast, and it was, kind of well received and all that. I haven't actually seen it, but I've heard a lot of good things about it, and that's kind of what gave me the want to watch this film, to give it a chance, because sometimes there's some Best Picture films that you're just kind of like, do I really want to see it? Does it really, just from the trailer, you're like, I'm not too sure, but that Tallulah trailer really, was very inspiring and looked interesting, so it made me want to watch this one because of this film getting Best Picture nom. So I gave it a whirl, and hands down, Sienna did a great job with this film. Overall, just a really great directing, and definitely if you're interested or if you like this film, definitely check out Tallulah as well to see, Sienna's directing abilities as well. So to start us off with this amazing cast, and none other than the main actress herself, Miss Amelia Jones. Oh yeah, Amelia Jones. Woo, Amelia Jones. Yeah. Amelia Jones, she was fantastic in this film. She's amazing. She was so much fun, and just a really great addition to this film. And I was really impressed by her. And I've actually only seen her in one other film. I did not realize it was her because she was so young. And at the same time, though, after seeing her in this, it kind of made me reflect on her other performance that I wasn't fully remembering was her originally. But overall, Amelia Jones was so amazing in this film. She was so fun. The acting she did in the film, showing, a child that can hear, that's a part of a deaf family, unfortunately, the responsibility on that person, because they can hear and they have to translate for the deaf, parents or other deaf siblings in the family, is a really hard, thing. And I'm sure it takes a toll on some people. Some people, I'm sure, get along with it fine, and some others will find it more difficult. But Amelia just really represented that and gave us this really great, take on what a person like that would have to deal with. And it was so spot on and so well done. And she was so amazing. But the other film I've actually seen her in, I thought that she was pretty decent, and it was not a huge role, but a small role, was the great, amazing Johnny Depp-led film called Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides. Yeah, Stranger Tides. Stranger Tides, yeah. Absolutely love all the Pirates of the Caribbean films. This one was really fun, bringing in Penelope Cruz and, being directed by a different, directors and so forth, and just overall was a great film. But Amelia Jones actually plays a little girl part in the film that, if I remember correctly, it's either the children of Orlando Jones' character, if I remember correctly, or just some kids that we see in the movie. And I can't remember exactly, but I do recall her being in the film and being really fun and just enjoyable, and a great little scene that she portrayed, and just showed that this girl has some acting chops and she's going to be a great actress, and she proved that in CODA. She was so amazing. If you have not seen Amelia Jones in anything, definitely check it out in Pirates Caribbean on Stranger Tides, and also in CODA, because she was just dynamic and amazing in the film. So that brings me to the next guy, or cast member I should talk about, or that I like to talk about, and that is Mr. Eugeno Debarez. Oh yeah, Eugeno, woo! This dude is absolutely freaking amazing. He is hilarious. He is awesome. He is so much fun, and this guy can act. First thing I ever saw him in was actually Jack and Jill, and absolutely fell in love with him from the moment I saw him in that film. And I've seen him in a few other films over the years, and he is just so dynamic, so much fun, and I was so psyched to see him in this film because he was just so fun and such a great addition to this film. But overall, he did a great job. He really brought to light that teacher that's helping Amelia Jones' character to get into singing, to get a singing scholarship to college, and all that kind of stuff. And he was so good and so compassionate, and just all around just did a really good job. It was nice to see him kind of a more serious role, with a little bit of comedy thrown in there, but still a very serious role, and he was so good at it. But another great film I saw him in that I absolutely love him and I think he's fantastic in is a great film that he stars in, he's the lead, called How to Be a Latin Lover. Oh yeah, How to Be a Latin Lover. Oh my god, this freaking film is absolutely hilarious. He is so awesome, this film. Has Selma Hayek in it, Rob Lowe. Awesome cast in this film. And basically, he goes from rich old women to rich old women, and basically swoons them. And he hits a hard rock in a patch in his life, and has to go live with his sister, who's played by Selma Hayek. And basically, it's about him trying to get back up and get another rich old lady to, be with and give him everything he wants. And it's absolutely freaking hilarious. Hands down, Eugeno is amazing in that film. If you have not seen that, you should definitely check it out. It's worth the watch. But overall, I really like Eugeno in this film, and I think he was a great addition to this film. And overall, I really enjoyed him in it. If you haven't seen Eugeno in anything, definitely check him out on CODA. He was amazing. That brings me to the final actress I like to talk about that was in the film. And that is none other than the deaf mother in the film, Miss Marlee Matlin. Oh yeah, Marlee Matlin, woo! So Marlee Matlin, you probably have seen in other things. She's been around for many years. She's a huge actress who happens to be actually deaf in real life, and is just an amazing actress that really brings life to her characters. But another film that she was actually in that she actually got huge recognition for is the 1001 Movie to See Before Die film called Children of Lesser God. Yeah. Now this movie is praised by the critics, is a huge success, and she actually was the main lead in the film. And I actually have not seen the film yet. It's one that's on my list to see, but I've heard many great things about it. I've heard that she's really amazing in it, and that she really brought to life this character and gave us a really amazing portrayal in that film. And being deaf, she's still, you didn't think, of her as just being a deaf person. You thought of her as being a huge major actress in this film, and just did a great job. Heard lots of good things about it, and can't wait to see it. If you haven't seen Children of Molested God, definitely check it out from Marley Malton. I heard she did a great job in it. But overall, I really enjoyed her in this film. I thought she was really good. I enjoyed her antics. I loved her humor in the film. And I thought she worked really well with everyone throughout the film. And I just think she played a really decent, interesting mother character. Overall, really fantastic performance. If you haven't seen Marley Malton in anything, definitely check out her in CODA. She did great in the film. So what is CODA about? Basically, it's about the life of Amelia Jones' character and her having to deal with being a part of a deaf family, having to be basically their interpreter, trying to go to school, but at the same time have a life for herself. And it's basically about her struggles and her struggle trying to get into college now that she's in her senior year of high school, and basically about the family learning and dealing with that they need to progress with the times as well, and that she can't be with them forever. It's a great film, really well done, a great comedy drama, and all around just a fantastic film. This definitely is worthy of its Best Picture nom. I hope it takes it. It was so freaking fantastic, and overall I think it's a great all around film. If you haven't seen CODA yet, definitely check it out now. Apple TV, great film. So that's it for this movie, guys. As always, thank you for watching, thank you for liking, also thank you for subscribing. And if this is your first time here, or you have been here before, don't forget to check out any older or newer videos you might not have seen mine yet. And all of these people, if you want to show support for the channel, definitely check out the links down below, either for the Horror Pack or the Patreon. The Patreon page is an amazing service that I provide that gives extras to my awesome patrons that subscribe, where you get extras like outtakes, bloopers, and all kinds of cool stuff like that, intake into what's coming up, and also your input into what I do next. So something cool to look at if you want to show support for the channel. And as always, people, if you are a Horror Pack fan or a horror film fan, definitely check out the Horror Pack, where you can get great horror films right to your door for a great low price. So definitely check that out too. As always, people, catch you in the next one.